Hi there, this is Non, and today I want to talk about roles in Dota. And, when you say the word roles, what does it mean? Well, obviously, if you go by the definition, a role entails, someone having specific duties and stuff like that. So you gotta think of it as, their job. And when you break Dota down into its nuts and bolts, that's what it comes down to. It comes down to people, filling a role and how well they, play that role to the best of their ability. And when you combine everything together collectively, that often determines who wins or loses. Which side wins. And the thing about it is, the more you look into roles themselves, it just actually, it just shows how important they all are. They're important because, they matter. Each individual role, doesn't matter if you're a carry or a support, each role has their own set of respective duties, and when people don't do their roles, bad things happen, And I say this as a position 5 support main, and, I buy every single ward, every single smoke, every single dust. I buy everything I possibly can within a given game. I'll run around with brown boots and a bracer if that's what my team needs to win. And that's granted, that's my play style, but at the same time, that's also an emphasis of what position 5 does as a role. And then you compare that to someone else who, they play position 1, there's a carry. And the main point of being a carry, obviously, is to, carry. You have to farm a lot of gold, and you have to use that gold and buy enough items so you're stronger than the other team, and you can just beat them all up. And if you can't do that, then you're not doing your job. And I don't want this to turn into a debate over which role is more important, because again, they're all important. They're all crucial. They all contribute to something. They're all a moving part of a more elaborate machine. And if something isn't working right, if something is just a little bit out of whack, if something is just not pulling their weight, then everything starts to fall apart. And the more I look into Dota, the more I think of it as the team game that, everyone has to do their role and everyone has to do their part. It baffles me when people come into games and they just don't get it. And I say this in all seriousness, they just don't get it. Let's say they do pick a carry. Everyone wants to be the big bad carry, the superstar. Everyone wants to be that guy. Yeah, I'm gonna carry my team. Or maybe they don't want to carry their team per se. They just want to, they want a bloated KDA. They want to feel good and feel like, yeah, I'm a badass, right? It's like, okay, fine. Maybe that's not the most ideal mentality to have, or the right mentality, but at the end of the day, if they play the carry role and then they don't do their role, they get under farm, they don't get kills, they don't make any positive contribution for that given match, then they're not doing their job. Conversely, it's the same thing about any other role. If you're the tank, you're supposed to be the tank for the team, and you don't tank up and you don't build any initiating items or anything like that, then again, you're not doing your job. And it's something I wish a lot more people would figure out. Look, if you are, if you are supposed to do something and you don't do it, that's not good. That's not good for you. It's not good for the team. And I wish more people would just own that idea. I wish more people would just, accept that, hey, I picked the carry role this game and I need to carry. If I don't carry and my team ends up losing because of me, then it's on me. There's no finding a scapegoat. There's none of that shit. If you cannot do your role, then you're screwing up. And that's it. It sounds so elementary. It sounds so obvious, but I hop into a game and I get those people who, again, they lock in the most popular, of course, being just some random carry position. They want to play mid, they want to go in, they want to play mid as like Invoker or something like that, and they fail or they underperform. And then, later, down the road in, like 20, 30 minutes down the, in the game, we're like, hey man, you're not doing it, man. You're not carrying right now. You need to step up. And, they get so defensive about it. I'm like, dude, that's all there is to it. You're not doing what you need to do. You're not fulfilling your role. If your role is literally to, if you pick, okay, again, I'll use Invoker as an example. If you pick Invoker and you're not doing anything positive for the game, then what are you doing? If it's probably, it's probably nothing, right? Probably nothing to write home about. It's I it's fun again. It's funny because a lot of people, they have this mentality where they hop into a game and well, deep down, I want to say a lot of people want to be acknowledged, right? They want to be validated. They want to be praised for doing, quote unquote, a good job. But again, there's that word again, job. It's your, to do a good job, you have to have you have to fulfill your role. And you can't fulfill your role, then what are you doing? And I guess the big idea here is just know your role and just do your damn job. Do your damn job.